365 days ago, I tried growing a faceless Instagram theme page that has already grown from 0 to over 1 million followers. The goal was simple. I wanted to prove that anyone can grow a massive audience on Instagram without ever showing their face, and make a lot of money doing it. But what ended up happening far exceeded all of my expectations. In this video, I'll show you the exact process I use to make these videos that get tens of millions of views, and how I made over $10,000 last month from this account alone. But for you to see how all this became a reality and understand how I get results like this, we need to start at the beginning. A few years ago, I heard about these people making money online with faceless Instagram accounts, and it made me curious. I learned that essentially it's an online business model and a bit of a loophole where you can make money on Instagram without ever showing your face. There are tons of accounts out there doing this, and you've probably seen a lot of the gurus who tell you how easy it is to do. You know, the ones who usually drive around in an expensive car and they have a big watch on, and they try to get you to buy something by flashing their lifestyle rather than giving you value. But I can tell you that after years of making faceless content, where I've grown multiple accounts to millions of followers, it is anything but easy for the average beginner. I know this because I've invested thousands of dollars into courses and projects where I've learned one very important secret that none of the gurus are telling you. The truth is, you need a very strategic plan to actually get results on Instagram. Trust me, it's not all about the editing or the niche. It's about having the right strategy from day one and using a proven method that actually works to make money. And that is exactly what I'm going to share with you for the rest of this video.
Dip, I must deliver a package to you.
Okay, what is that?
Take it, trust me. It is the code to the Instagram algorithm.
Oh, nice. I'm actually working on a video about that right now.
Great, now pay me 10,000 or else.
Well, that sounded like a threat.
Not cash. I take payment in likes. I hope you make good video for your audience, or else I show up at your door in middle of night.
These are the three metrics you should pay the most attention to if you're optimizing for reach. Take a look at the average watch time, if it's a reel, and the like rate and the send rate. So the total likes over total number of people reached, and total sends over total number of people reached.
So in all seriousness, this is the only explanation of the Instagram algorithm that you need to watch. And without this knowledge, you're basically just throwing crap at a wall and hoping something sticks. When you post on Instagram, they show your content to some people who follow you and some people who don't. For the people who follow you, the algorithm is measuring watch time, shares, likes, and saves. They actually expect that your current audience should want to watch your content because they're already your fans. But for the other group, the people who do not follow you, the algorithm is measuring how long someone watches your video, if they shared your video, if they saved your video, if they liked your video, if they click on your account and look through your other content, and if they decide to follow your account from that video they watched. And guys, we can look at a live example of this on my page. Look at this video, they got 18 million views, 500,000 likes, and a ton of saves and shares. If you notice, it was shown to 97% of people that were not following my page. And it generated me 75,000 new followers from one Instagram post alone. Imagine that. That's like an entire city following my page from one Instagram post that took 10 minutes to make. And the reason this worked so well is because new viewers decided to follow my page from this piece of content, showing how important this metric is. And it's actually great news for you if you're just starting out, because Instagram is now doing more than ever to help small creators get discovered. Look at this.
Historically, if I'm honest, I don't think Instagram has been good enough by small creators out there. In general, I think too much reach goes to the largest creators and not enough goes to the little guys. So one change that we're making to how ranking works is trying to do more to amplify small creators, specifically through recommendations. What we've changed and what we're trying to do more and more is to give every reel a chance by showing it to non-followers right away. This way we can try and help small creators reach a broad audience that might be much larger than the number of people who actually follow their account.
And just in my opinion, they're making it easier for new creators because they want to help encourage new creators to join their platform. That way they can compete with other apps like TikTok. And I've actually discovered a few ways that you can hack this and go mega viral depending on your niche. We'll get more into that later on. But speaking of your niche, that's another really important part of the process. See, every single Instagram page on the internet exists for a reason. It provides something of value to their audience. A page like this helps get people in shape. A page like this helps people stay current on the news. And a page like this helps give people cute, positive messages. Even funny, stupid meme pages like this just provide entertainment value. And people follow you to see more content like that. So for me, for my account, the value that I wanted to give for my page was to help people learn the art of digital marketing and branding. Every page on Instagram provides a different kind of value, and not all of them are great for monetizing. So if your goal is simply to make a lot of money, then these are the easiest niches to do that from: men's lust, woman's desire for beauty, old people's health, children's education, rich people's fear of loss, and poor people's desire to get rich quick. And here are a few pages that do these well for you to study. Oh, and guys, around 85% of you watching this right now are not subscribed to me, so this is just a quick reminder to subscribe to my channel, but you get it. The value that you provide will directly impact the next most important part of this process, which is making sure that we attract the right audience. For example, the audience on my Instagram page with 1 million followers are about 75% male between the age of 18 and 35. Depending on what niche you're in, yours will probably look a lot different. So because my page talks all about digital marketing and Instagram growth, our top location demographics are the USA, then India, then the UK. And this makes sense because those are 3 countries with a lot of successful digital entrepreneurs. TikTok is actually banned in some countries, so their entire population is forced to use Instagram for short-form content. Shout out India. So this audience that I've attracted would become almost useless if I suddenly decided to start posting content about makeup tutorials. So once we understand the audience we want to attract, now it's time to actually start making the content. And our first step in this process is to write the script. Now, there are 3 parts to every successful Instagram script. It goes like this: the hook, the delivery of the information or the storyline, and then the payoff or the CTA. So for example, for my page about digital marketing, we'll come to a Google Doc and create a hook that says this: "This is a marketing secret that you shouldn't ignore." That's going to be our hook, and it's basically to get all the people scrolling to stop and look and find out more. The next step is the delivery of information, and we're going to go ahead and script out "people don't read, they scan," and we're going to add some more details from this article that I found in a digestible way. You can copy this if you want. Then finally, for the payoff, which is where we want to satisfy the viewer, we're going to say "make it scannable," and we're going to repeat that twice. As you can see, this goes from hook to delivery of information to payoff. And that's what I want you to do in every single one of your videos moving forward. Great, so now that we have our script, we need a voiceover. And this is a really important step in this process, even though a lot of people don't realize it. I'm actually gonna let you in on a little secret here. Your voice matters more than you think it does in storytelling. If you sound like this
is a marketing secret you shouldn't ignore.
No one is gonna pay attention to you. But my account sounds like this.
This is a marketing secret you shouldn't ignore.
And that voice causes people to stop what they're doing and pay attention. So, how do you find a commanding voice like this for your brand? Well, luckily we live in 2025 where you can use AI to make your voice sound way cooler than you actually are. To do this, we're gonna use a new tool called fish.audio. They have some of the most realistic voices and text-to-speech capabilities that I've found. For example, you can make a voice sound like Trump.
Nobody knows Instagram growth better than Dip. These other companies are terrible, just terrible. He can grow your account like a big, beautiful wall.
Or Elon.
The Instagram growth strategies he uses are pretty impressive.
Or you can even clone your own voice. Like, I bet you didn't realize that this is a clone of my voice speaking now. Fish is great at making your voice sound natural. But for this faceless Instagram AI project, we need to come to the discovery section and find a deep voice that fits what we're talking about. The reason I'm using a deep voice is because I've noticed that a lot of these other viral accounts are using deep voices to hook attention. Once we have it, we're just gonna enter our script into the text-to-speech section, and boom, this is how it sounds.
This is a marketing secret you shouldn't ignore. Most people don't read, they scan.
Great, so now we're just going to download it and drag it over to our editing software, which takes us to the next step in our strategy, editing. A good rule of thumb for editing on Instagram is that you need to change what is being shown on screen every 2 to 3 seconds. That might be the background shot, the colors, your B-roll footage, animations, motion graphics, but there are really 3 elements to editing for every video you see on Instagram. What is being said, or the voiceover, which we already worked on. What is being heard, this is the sound effects and the background music. And finally, finally, what is being shown on screen? This is B-roll, A-roll, transitions, animations, and motion graphics. And I do have a massive library of these assets inside of Content MBA. So once you've finished editing and making sure that it's at a good pace, it's time to upload. You want to be uploading at the peak times where your ideal audience is. Meaning if your ideal audience is asleep in the US, it's probably not a good time to be posting. And personally, just as a side note, I like doing it in the morning, but everybody has their own preferences. Another important part of uploading is stacking your caption with keywords that'll help Instagram understand who your target audience is. And guys, this is not as important once you get big, but it's really important when you're first starting out. And speaking of starting out, I know a lot of you are struggling to break out of the notorious 200 Instagram view jail. Luckily, through all my time growing these Instagram accounts, I've found a few proven guaranteed ways to get past this and grow by thousands of real engaged followers. But it really only works with educational accounts. And if you're interested in seeing if it would work for your page, there's a link in my description. Another way you can hack the Instagram algorithm is by using comment automations. You know, the ones that sound like this.
Comment Spain, and I'll send you a free ebook for viral customer acquisition.
These are great for 3 reasons. They cause people to spend more time on your content, they get you more comments in general, and the best part is you can use this for monetization, which we'll get to later in this video. To build our automation, we're going to be using a tool called Go High Level. And I just want to say I am cautious about using any third-party tools affiliated with my Instagram account, but Go High Level is actually a Meta partner, so you don't have to worry about getting banned or anything like that. To set it up, come into your dashboard and select automation. So the first thing we're going to do is create a trigger, and this is where someone comments on your post, and we are going to just use the word test for this. The page, you're going to select your Instagram page, then you're going to say the published posts and the most recent post that you've put up, or whichever post that you want this trigger to actually work for. The next thing you're going to do is automatically add a tag. So this means that in your Go High Level account, you're going to be able to see where this person came from, what they're interested in, and later on collect other information about them that you can use to retarget them in the future. The next thing that's going to happen is that you're going to want to respond to their comment. So they're going to comment the word test, and then you're going to say sending to your DMs or check your DMs or got you, go check your inbox, right? That automatically replies to their comment, just creates a little bit more engagement and human touch. Next, you're going to want to actually send them a DM. And for this DM, I just put great, what is your email? But you can customize this and make it whatever you want it to say. I like asking for their email so that I can build an email list that I can use later on. And then what I like to do also is wait. You can do 10 seconds, you can do 30 seconds, whatever you want here, but I like to do about 30 seconds just so it feels human. And then we're actually going to go ahead and update the contact field so that basically, whatever they entered for their email automatically gets updated as their contact, as their tag. So that way you know what their email is and you can add them to your email list later on. Now, the next one is a condition. If they enter their email, then we're going to go ahead and send them the PDF. And if they don't, then you're going to follow up with another message to get them to enter their email. So they're going to enter that, and then they're going to receive another message that says something along the lines of, great, here is the free PDF. And then you're just going to add an attachment here that gives them the actual PDF. So yeah, guys, this is the exact automation that I use to collect hundreds of thousands of emails on Instagram. Now, you can build your own automation, but if you want to bypass all the tech stuff and just use this exact proven template for free, just sign up at the link below and I'll send you this free template along with a much longer video that walks you through getting it all customized and set up correctly so you can start blowing up on Instagram. And just as a side note, I would not recommend running these too often. I try to run these once or twice a week max, and I've collected over 100,000 emails from Repute Forge alone. But why would I mention an email list? Well, email lists are actually gold mines in digital marketing, and if we can get to 25,000 likes on this video, I'll show you how I just signed an $85,000 deal using my newsletter from this account. Moving on to the final step. We need to monetize this whole thing, and you're probably wondering how I've monetized this Instagram account to over $10,000 a month. So here's the deal. Instagram, unlike YouTube, does not pay you AdSense. Like my YouTube videos make money directly from YouTube, and that doesn't really happen on Instagram. Meaning, even if you get 1 billion Instagram views like I have, you aren't gonna make much money from it. That means that we need to get creative with how we monetize these pages, and you have a couple options. The first and easiest option is by doing brand deals. Every month, I get paid thousands of dollars for brand deals showing different businesses on this page. Like for example, last Last month, this video alone made me $4,000. That's not a one-off. This video made me $2,500. And that's because these companies are willing to pay to be featured on my page. They know that my audience, yes, we're going all the way back to step 1 here, is perfect for them because it's all entrepreneurial people interested in this kind of content. They'd rather leverage a hyper-targeted follower page like mine where I already have warm traffic. The next way that you can monetize an account like this is with an affiliate offer. This is where you're basically the middleman and someone buys a product where you make a commission. For example, back on this video, I partnered with an agency and we made a few $1,000s by promoting logo designs. That video helped me earn a commission for every sale that I brought in. And lastly, which is the most complex but can also be the most lucrative, you can sell your own product or service. For example, I work 1v1 with people to help them grow their personal brands online. And this page generates hundreds of leads for me a day. I've literally met 8-figure entrepreneurs who have ended up becoming my clients through this page, and it can be a goldmine if you use it right. So finally, the big question. Is starting a faceless Instagram theme page worth it? Well, this video of mine got 31 million views, this video got 30 million views, and this video got 17 million views. Last month alone, we got over 100 million views, which is almost a third of the entire US population. It's pretty insane if you think about it. And I make thousands of dollars a month from this page. So yeah, I would say Instagram theme pages are great if you have the right plan and strategy in place. But that said, I think Instagram theme pages are not a good option if you're just looking for a get-rich-quick scheme. I learned that these pages take a lot more time and creativity than I ever thought, and not everyone has that in their bag. Another big reason I see people fail is because they don't get 1 billion views right away. So I just want to remind you that 100 views looks like this, 1,000 views looks like this, 10,000 views looks like this, and 100,000 views looks like this. Since I'm sharing all the sauce, I also think it's worth mentioning that personal brands usually make more money than faceless pages do. A lot of my 1v1 clients are personal brands like these because it makes more sense for them to grow their audience. That said, if you can grow, pages like these are absolutely killing it, making tens of thousands of dollars a month from ad revenue. But it's only because they were strategic about their content and have executed the plan well. And since you now understand the game, I'm hoping that this will be us in the future.
I never said thank you. And you'll never have to.
Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you on the other side.